Hey there, so I'm here in the movie library. I actually did this video before, but I decided it's it's my Boxing Day haul. It's my most awesome Boxing Day haul ever, in my not so humble opinion. And there's a ton of 4K stuff that I'm going to show to you guys today. Uh, I got the 4K TV for Christmas. I got the Xbox One S. Went out on Boxing Day and I grabbed up the media remote for the Xbox One, which is really good. And I'll be honest with you, if you have the Xbox One S and you're watching a lot of 4Ks on it, that media remote definitely a must-have. One of the coolest things that I picked up here. Well, not one of the coolest things I picked up. Trust me, I'm going to show you a ton of cool stuff now. But I'll be back in a minute. We're going to talk about some 4Ks, and I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys, so stay tuned. Alright, so right now you're looking at my messed up glass shelf, which is going to be straightened away really soon, but I wanted to get like kind of a pre-glimpse of what it looks like. There you go. The Phantasm, the Coraline, my clapboard from Madame Tussauds. And if you look there, you see my Tintin collection, a bunch of stuff there. So anyway, I'll be right back. I like to put that in, to intercut that, to get behind the scenes. Look at some of the other stuff, some of the shelves that you're not normally seeing, different angles, different places in my media room. See as it's expanding. Right now, you saw there's like a whole area there that's like just got a bunch of stuff, boxes and all this stuff. I'm expanding on that, getting it. This whole like basement area, this part of the basement is going to be like a whole media room because I got a lot more stuff. There's going to be TV coming down here. Going to be getting a nice player for down here as well. Just kind of my man cave area, my movie home away from movie home, where I watch movies upstairs. I watch them upstairs because I watch them on my nice 4K TV. I do recommend. They're getting cheaper now, so definitely get a 4K TV when you can, and especially like Boxing Day, Black Friday, near football games. You see them go on sale around those times. And you can get a decent one. You don't have to get the highest end. People are gonna throw stuff at you. You got to get the, you got to get with the Dolby Vision, and you got to get with the, they're talking about HDR10. They're gonna talk about HDR. They're gonna go back. They're gonna say there's a format war. There's not really a format war. That's kind of something that's been overhyped. Really, what it is there's HDR. HDR basically, the 4K has like a lot of 4K, especially here in North America, has HDR, and that's like high dynamic range. What that means is going to get like a higher color gamut. You're going to get more colors pop and come out at you. So really going to get kind of a crystal clarity type of thing, and it'll be like it's different for each one. Like every movie doesn't need to be upgraded to 4K, but I do recommend that you do. If you got a 4K player, then if you got access to that, then you look at the ones, do some research. You're going to see some people out there that are going to have some really good reviews. Hopefully, as I learn and dive more into this whole technology, I can be one of those people. You can come to me and ask me like, so you got that movie? Is that movie really worth upgrading from Blu-ray to 4K? Not always. It's not always going to be worth that, worthy of that upgrade. So it's always good to know which movies are like. You should grab, which ones like are actually worth the double dip because they're out there. And I know it's killer. I mean, you've I don't know how long you've been collecting. If you're like me, you've been collecting since the day seen the VHS days. So you've seen CEDs come around and go, and you've seen like Laserdisc kind of come and go. Laserdiscs were going to be like the medium for like for serious collectors, for real cinephiles. That was one. Like VHS was good, but Laserdisc was the thing. And like everybody could go on and get like DVD because they became pretty accessible pretty fast. But still, Laserdisc was kind of on that fringe. It was for like people that really collected, that really wanted to get that like cinematic experience. They like flipped their Laserdisc over. It had like commentaries on it. But as DVDs got better, like Laserdisc started to die out. And before you knew it, we're in the whole like war again, like the Blu-ray versus HD DVD. Now HD DVD looked like it was seemed to be a bit better quality. Looked like it was going to win. Like Microsoft put a lot of stuff behind it, but Sony had lost before. They lost the VHS Betamax war. Sony, they were Betamax. If you know what Betamax are, they're like tapes. They're like smaller looking tapes. You couldn't record as much on them. That was one of the big reasons they lost. But it had better quality. like hands down better sound, better picture. Betamax was just a better quality. VHS was cheaper. You could like do more on it. People didn't mind like losing a bit of like the clarity to get something that was going to be more accessible. It was a very different world back then, guys. People would rather have the movie and like just that accessibility and that cheaperness than they would have like that crystal clear picture or sound or crystal clear as you could get back then. So VHS won out. Sony wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. So when Blu-ray came around and going up against HD DVD, they went in. They went all in. They went deep. They went all in, and they won it. They took their, and one of the smart things they did, they took their PS3, their overpriced console at the time, because it was overpriced, and I love the PS3, but you know, a lot of people couldn't buy it when it originally came out, but it became like the first like good Blu-ray player, the cheapest Blu-ray player, because those Blu-ray players, man, they're expensive. They were like really expensive. So they did, and you know, Microsoft were putting in like these with their Xboxes. They'd have Xbox 360s. They have like you could get an add-on, an HD DV add-on, and it cost more. And it wasn't like like software within the system. You actually had to have the 360, and you had to have this HD DVD player to add on. You usually get King Kong with it. You know, the Peter Jackson King Kong. That was usually that was the demo disc. That was the reference disc, like to show you what you know, how good HD DVD was. They'd actually pack it with it. And a lot of times now, if you find like an HD DVD drive nowadays, find it in the wild somewhere, and it's like it's an unopened one, you're going to see that 9 chances out of 10 it's got Peter Jackson's King Kong with it. That's kind of like back in the day when in VHS days, what movie you're going to find more than any other movie in the world? You're going to find Titanic, that 2-disc edition. You're going to find like the full screen and widescreen one, and that's going to be everywhere. But with HD DVD, King Kong was that movie. It was the movie that they started putting with everything. Anyway, so Sony won the Blu-ray wars. A lot of people said Blu-ray, this is as good as it gets. You know, I want to get like that closer to cinema quality type of thing. And a lot of people slowly sold off a lot of their DVDs, and they invested in the Blu-rays. Like seriously invested in the Blu-rays. I mean, like there's even a forum, like Blu-ray.com. It's a very, very popular forum. Now, Blu-ray.com, a lot of people go to it like because a lot of the companies that make the movies, like go there, right? You'll see a lot of like the genre companies, the labels, like the people that that are behind the labels got people from Scream Factory, Code Red, and Mono Macabre. All those guys, they end up like going onto that forum. So people go there, they get a lot of like kind of insider information, and got a deals page like to let you know when there's some deals coming out. So there, that, you know, Blu-ray, that's it. It's the ultimate forum. This is the big forum. No, then came 4K, and a lot of people got really, really kind of like, I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know. I was like one of those people. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but is it that good? Is it really? Is it really that good? Is it? Are you sure? Like, you're not gonna like kind of fool me again. Like, this isn't like one of those things where, are you really sure? Yes, actually, they were pretty sure. It's really good. I mean, not everyone is. You got to have the right discs. You got to put your settings right. It's not that hard to do. You can go online. You can find your settings. I mean, you can spend a couple $100. You can calibrate that system. You can do it. It'll cost money, lots. Like, you can get it calibrated. Go to a place. Go like, you know, can you calibrate my my TV and stuff for me? They'll do it. It'll look amazing. It'll look great. But you can find some settings online that are going to be like gonna blow your mind compared to what you had before. And I do know. I mean, like I thought, yeah, it can't be that much difference when it comes to like Blu-ray and 4K. It can't be that much. Maybe it's my TV too. The TV I had before. I do have a decent TV. Before I had like a 3D TV. Still got it. Got it in the bedroom now. But yeah. So yeah, it's good. It's really good. And even like the 4K streaming, which I wasn't sure of. I did that to kind of like do almost like a tech thing to check my TV, because when I got my TV, I pretty much left it out of the box. I took it out of the box, turned it on, looked fantastic, sound was great. I was not used to the next level of watching, so I didn't change anything. And I thought, well, this looks really good. This quality, this is, you know, so 4K looks great. So I'm watching a video online, and it's got like The Dark Knight, because the Christopher Nolans came out, and that got a lot of people in. I mean, there were people that were like not sure that Christopher Nolan came out and with his 4Ks, and people were like, "Damn, I got to get me some 4Ks now. I got to. I want that Christopher Nolan experience. I got to have the Christopher Nolan experience type of thing." So anyway, I'm watching this video, right? And they show The Dark Knight, and they show a scene with Heath Ledger, and he's in his Joker makeup, and I'm not watching it in 4K. I'm watching it in 1080p. But they give you the difference. They show you like the difference between the two. They put the screenshots up alongside one another, and damn, that difference is like, it's immense in the and I'm just watching. I'm like, I'm not getting the full effect of it either. I'd have to go over because the thing is like you go into 4K, then you're using like an HDMI 2, like at least 2 cable, right? Now when I'm watching it on YouTube, and I'm not watching it on my Xbox One, I'm watching it on my PC. So I'm getting like which uses like probably an HDMI 1 or type cable, and not a high def, not a 4K type of cable. It's not getting that connection. So, but I'm still seeing the 1080p there, and I can just see the difference, and it's astounding. And I'm like, I do not have my TV set up right. I don't have everything done. So I went online and I'm like looking through, and my better half, she's with me, and we're looking through it together. And it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, right? So like we should be in bed, but it's Christmas vacation, so we're off and we're enjoying our Christmas vacation. Which, by the way, for us, and we're pretty boring people. We're not that most exciting. We watch a lot of movies. That's what we do. That's kind of our thing. It's busy all the other times, and we get time to spend together and sit back and just relax and watch a movie, have some drinks, that type of thing. We'll do that. Like last 2 days, 6 movies. We watched 6 movies. I'll get into that after. But anyway, so we got it calibrated, and we had to put in the wrong mode. Like the silliest, like rookie mistake. We had it in standard mode. First, without even getting to the settings or anything like that, we had it in standard instead of movie mode. I know. This is something I should have checked on. Something I should have known. I was like, oh my God, right there. Then settings were pretty good. I was getting that done, and after that, we wanted a reference quality. So we watched a bit of Grand Tour, and we're going with different settings just to get the right thing. And then we said we'll go to Netflix because we got the Netflix that has 4K, right? So we go there and we say, what's on Netflix that's 4K? So we're looking around, and Planet Earth 2 comes up. Now we're huge fans of Planet Earth, and we're huge documentary fans anyway. We love documentaries, especially nature documentaries. We're big on that, and we know that when it came to the Blu-ray, the Planet Earth was incredible. So to see it go to that next level, to go to that next step, it can't be, it's good. It can't be. Is it going to be that good? Is it going to be really that good? Oh my God, it was really that good. And now remember this, we're not watching the actual disc at this point. We don't have Planet Earth 2. We never got around here yet. We got here in DVD and Blu-ray, but we haven't got the 4K of Planet Earth come around here. Wish I had it. So we're watching it stream from Netflix, and it's blowing our minds. We're type of thing. Not gonna lie, gotta be honest with you, it boom like that. Suddenly, switch, clicks, bam, bam. I got it. I get it. I get the whole 4K thing. I didn't get it before. I kind of got it. I was like, yeah, but I didn't really totally get it, But I'm watching Planet Earth 2, and I get it. And man, if you haven't seen it, it's really good. And there's this scene at the beginning, right? So there's these what are they, lizards or something like that, and they're coming out. They're being born. They're coming out of the ground, out of the sand. They're getting out of there. They're really fast. They got this that thing going on. So so he's coming out. And as he's running across there, then we see a snake, and the snake is chasing him because the snake's been ready. The snake, he's got it going on. He's a predator, man. He's a snake. He's a snake. He's coming, and you see the snake, and he's running. And he's da 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 da, and he's going really fast across, and it's kind of cute and fun at first, and then it goes back and it pulls back, right? And there's all these snakes there. There's these ton of snakes. There's and they're going across, and it's like a horror. It's got suspense like a horror movie, and you're watching this little dude, and he's trying to get there, and he's going to get to the rocks, and he's getting there, he's getting to the rocks, and he gets over the rocks, and bam, there's a snake on the other side waiting for him. So we've seen one go. We've seen one gone. He's gone. Next up, there's another one. He's coming out. We're going to follow a couple, and we're still, now we know all these snake eaters. It's like a Tremor movie, you know, one Tremor, like a really good Tremor movie, like really suspenseful, like when the Tremors, where those creatures, those graboids stuff, they come out, they're going across. It's like that. You're watching this little dude. He was just born, and this instinct just to run, just to get away, like, you know, fight or flight type of thing comes in, and bam, and you're following these guys, and it's like, it's beautiful, gorgeous. You can see the grains of sand. It's like the sun is coming down, and the rocks are like got these like blackness, and this like the layers of the blackness, and you're like this. You want to see this little guy go. You're dazzled by the picture. Bam, bam, bam. It's like, yeah. So we liked it a lot. We did, and we ended up, we watched the first 2 episodes. We stayed up like 6 o'clock in the morning, watched the first 2 episodes of Planet Earth. What did we do? We got up the next day. We got up, got our breakfast, I got my tea, because, you know, time for tea. Watched the other 4 episodes of Planet Earth. I planned to get it on Boxing Day. Did not see it anywhere. That's definitely bite on the road. If you've got a 4K player, you've got a 4K TV, got an Xbox One S and a 4K TV, whatever, dude, I'm saying it right now. Planet Earth 2, it's amazing. Anyway, I got to show you a lot of like 4K stuff tonight. We got over 20 titles here, like 20 4K titles to show you guys tonight. 20 4K titles, some really, really great ones. So stay tuned. Just wanted to get that like history part of the way. I'll be right back. All right, so you've been watching my videos. You've seen the 4Ks that I got. If you haven't seen them before, I'm going to show them to you now, so you're going to get a complete look at all the 4Ks that I got. And so, first up, you know, guys, I grabbed The Mummy. I actually, you know, I got a kick out of it. It's just a fun little film. The girl that plays the Mummy is freaking gorgeous, so that's a plus. That's a nice plus. Grabbed up Ghostbusters again, classic favorite of mine. This is original, not the 2016 one. And Labyrinth, huge fan of this movie. So is my better half. She's a huge fan of Bowie. Unlike me, she got to meet Bowie once. Anyway, so let's get into the stuff I got, stuff I picked up. Now, I didn't get many as in kind of a double dip type of thing, but there were ones that were said to be really good, like what you call reference quality, the type that you put on, you show your friends. You're like, okay, you got to see these. These, you know, even if you got these are upgradable. These are upgrade worthy. So everything I'm going to show you here is definitely upgrade worthy, and most of them are extremely good prices. One of them a bit expensive, so it's up to you on that one. For me, it's one of my favorite films, so it's one that I had to have. I want to have that cinematic experience. I want to get as close to the cinematic experience as possible, and this gets you there. This gets you to that spot. I need next thing I'm investing in is a good, nice good sound system for my TV. Then, you know, sometimes movies I want to see, but I don't want to get out to the theater and see them. I still want to support these films. I'm not the person. I'm not downloading these movies. That's not my type of thing. You know, and I'm not going to be digitally watching them. So what I'm going to do, I'll buy them. Like let's just say I pick up a movie for like even $30. Okay, there's me and my better half. There's a movie that me and my better half want to see, and let's say we spend $30 on it. We spend $30 on that movie. If we go to the movie theater and we buy, you know, like movie tickets. Right there, you know, an IMAX experience, that type of thing. They're not cheap at all. So that's like $25-$30 right there. And gotta get your popcorn, you gotta get your drink, you gotta get your big drink, you know, get one of those nice ones, nice drinks, and get like if you're me, you gotta get the nachos too. And you know, with the nachos, you know, there's always gotta be something sweet. So you're gonna grab your stuff. For me, it's like the fuzzy peaches. I love those things. Awesome stuff, right? So by the time you're finished, you know, that's $60-$70 in, you're like, for us it is, you know, it's $60-$70. My better half, she'll have like a smaller thing. She'll have like maybe some pretzel bites or something like that. I have a smaller popcorn. I have the huge popcorn with like the butter on it because I like the butter and she's not so. I like the taste. I like the taste of the butter. But anyway, it costs a lot of money, right? But you buy a movie, $20-$30 type thing, you got it. It's in your collection. It's yours to keep. It's your experience. If you got a nice TV, you got some decent sound, bam, you're right there. You know, you got your snacks at home. There's nobody kicking the back of your seat. There's nobody talking. There's nobody like texting and stuff. And taking their iPhones and just, you know, you got some dude in the background with an iPad going like this. So, you know, that ain't happening. already. Look, saving money right there. I'm saving you money. I am helping you. I'm helping you save money right now and have a better experience than you're going to have. Like, I still love the theater. I love the drive-in. So right time of year, the drive-in's going on. Go see like 2 or 3 features. $20 you go in, bam, let our drive-in. See 2, 3 movies. Go grab some stuff. Go get some of those delicious drive-in fries. They're so good. Oh, and you're there. You got them. You got this drink. You ask for a drink. Drive-in drinks are like tiny. So I'm like, why not get a tea like at home? And we sit back like this. We're in our car. Turn on the radio. Hit that station. You know that one, the drive-in station that has like the movie playing on it. Picture quality gonna be pretty good. Not gonna be like, not an IMAX picture. You're not gonna get that. It's a drive-in, but you're getting the drive-in experience. You're getting that comfort zone. What's the next best thing? Well, got a decent TV screen at home. You got a nice 4K display. Got a player. There you go. You got your driving experience right there. Especially in the wintertime when you can't get to the drive-in and you don't always going to go to the movie. Maybe your theater doesn't have an IMAX. Our theater no longer, like theater next to the place that I live now, doesn't have an IMAX. I went to see Blade Runner 2049 and I'm watching it. I'm dazzled. The visuals are fantastic. It's like great. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. This is great. Movie's pretty good. Not as good as Blade Runner in my opinion. That's just me. That's me. One guy's opinion, But what I got to say comes to the part, and there's like subtitles, right? There's subtitles. So they decided, geniuses decided that, IMAX was going to have like so much more percentage of a screen. So you know what that meant for me? That meant there were subtitles on the screen. Not on my screen though. Nope. If I was very lucky, I could see like the little tiny like edge of the subtitles. I had no idea what he was saying. He could have been saying anything. He could have been telling me to. He could have literally said, go to hell, movie prof. He could have said that. He didn't. He didn't say that. I don't think. I don't think that came into Blade Runner 2049. But you never know. I don't know because he could be. He could have been just like here's a code for you to go in and get some free movies. It could have been anything. I couldn't read it. Couldn't. Anyway, there we go. So first off, double dips. I didn't double dip on much, but I did double dip on these because these are movies that I like. These are movies that I wanted. Now, a couple of these aren't a double dip. I gotta tell you because I didn't get them on Blu-ray because I wanted to get them. So the first 2 aren't double dips. The last 2 are. So first off, I got Deadpool. Still. I did a lot of research when it came to this stuff here. Again, they say this is an amazing quality. They call this one like almost a reference level disc. Again, reference level means really good. This is like theater quality. You're going to get some great sound. You're going to get some great picture. HDR is going to make it pop off the screen there for you. I kind of think that's the way that 3D could go, When you got a movie with the level of clarity, like just a level of clarity, and say they run it at like 60 frames per second. We usually get a lot of these here. They run at 24, but you got like the HD level of clarity. Maybe got some Dolby Vision put onto that too. Add some extra secret sauce on your 4K there, and you got this like running at 60 frames per second. It's gonna have this level of depth and level of clarity that's just gonna be almost 3D to you. Not 3D in there like a pop right out of the screen type of thing. You're gonna get kind of that in some scenes, but you're gonna get more of like a depth that you're not used to seeing in a normal kind of in a flat picture. And for me, I think that's the key. It's not 3D kind of like with glasses and that down the road. It's gonna be more like done in like in kind of like a 60 frames per second, like kind of way to really make it so clear, really make it so deep to draw you right into that movie experience. That's my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think you think that could go that way, as opposed to like regular 3D with glasses. This is a way to go with it, to get that, like to really get that pop, to get that like immersion into the theater. So anyway, next up is Logan. I had to grab this one. Now there's 2 editions of this. Gotta let you know, I didn't know that. So I got it. Got 4K. What I don't have is Logan Noir. So that's the one in black and white. Now, the difference between this one and the Mad Max one that they did. So Mad Max Fury Road is also done in like 4K with a black and white version, the film noir version. Now Mad Max is supposed to be pretty decent. It has really good quality. It doesn't have the HDR. And the HDR is high dynamic range. That's the even without the colors. That's the difference. That's the thing right there. People just think that when they think 4K. That's just the resolution. Resolution is only part of it. When you're looking at it, you're looking at like the HDR. The HDR is like an enormous part of it, and it's always like how the movies were shot, what they were shot in, what the upgrade was like, if they upscaled it, what what the upscale tech is like. But Logan, again, I got the regular, but it's 4K, gorgeous film. Definitely, if you're gonna get Logan and you don't have it, you got a 4K TV, get it in 4K. Next up is The Fifth Element. This is a really good reference quality disc, and what's really cool about this one here is the original Blu-ray of Fifth Element, if I remember correctly. There's ones like Fifth Element, Stargate was that when they originally came out on Blu-ray, they didn't do a good job of them, and I think they came out again afterwards. But thankfully, out of this Fifth Element this time comes out of the gate with like an amazing, amazing transfer. So definitely worth the upgrade. You get Mila Jovovich in 4K, and that ain't a bad thing. We just put that out there. We just say that. Just slide that in. Next up, oh yeah, my throat's going already. I can't have my throat go. But I'm excited tonight. I'm talking to you guys. We're conversing. We're getting info. Blade Runner. You know, I had to have Blade Runner. I talked about Blade Runner 2049. I went to the theater. The last movie I went and saw in theater. Now, I'm going to get Blade Runner 2049 on 4K, right? Because it's a given. And I'll finally read the subtitles. Maybe this, high Aaron type thing. Maybe that'll be there. I don't know. I didn't see those subtitles. But Blade Runner, apparently, amazing, amazing quality. Now, what's really cool about this is that, now this is the final cut. I think they put one out on 4K. It's out of print now that had like all of them. I'm not sure what the quality was like now. I'm not sure if that was like a foreign release or not. Like there's some foreign releases that come out that are that don't have the HDR on them, and there's a difference. I mean, like sometimes you just get a crystal clear quality, but the HDR for me makes a big difference. So it's nice to get them when you can get the HDR in them. You can't always get that. Like you get the zombie release, Donda did too. Then that's over, I think maybe in Germany, something like that. Good quality picture, great fantastic picture, no HDR. So not gonna get that pop that you'd get. So hopefully that'll get done in a in a good 4K print down the road. But Blade Runner, Final Cut. Yeah, there's a couple other discs on here. They got the Blu-ray on here. You get like a couple like the DVD discs, like the special features discs that you had from the set. I really wish you would have put some new features in here, that type of thing. But there's over 7 hours of features. If you don't have the 5-disc set, you're gonna be, wow, I got that gigantic long, making a Blade Runner documentary. That's really cool. More than likely you got that. If you're going out to buy Blade Runner 4K, 9 chances out of 10 you got like at least a DVD or a Blu-ray of this guy. But is it worth the upgrade? Yeah, pictures are definitely worth the upgrade. Everything else, except for one thing, well, I gotta leave for last because it's cool. It's really cool. Pretty new to me. Some of these I've watched, some of these I haven't. When I have, I'll let you know what I thought of it. And I'm not going to get into like a tech review right now. I'm just going through. So first up is Lego Batman. Also the first movie I watched after I came back on Boxing Day. By the way, it is excellent. If you haven't seen Lego Batman, it's really good. It is the best of the Lego movies. Will Arnett is fantastic in this. Zach Galifianakis. I hope I got that right, kind of right. Michael Cera. Just Rosario Dawson. Great voice cast, great movie. So what on the 4K on this one is, how do I explain it? So, let's say this movie, the filmmakers of this movie, decided like to get some Lego Batman play sets, right? They get the whole sets, to get some Lego sets, to get some Lego Dimension sets. They come to your house, they shine up everything real nice, and they start like doing it. They start like going through the movie. You got all the actors and they're taking the Lego pieces and they're going through and they're talking and stuff like that, and you're seeing like the Lego like close up and you're getting that shyness. It looks like that. It's good. It looks really good. It's really good. It's great. It's a great movie and it's a fantastic HDR 4K. Got to get that difference. So I want to make sure these babies don't fall down because they cost me a bit. I did have a gift card, which took care of a couple of these, which I'll explain in a minute when I gets to them. Atomic Blonde, I really enjoyed this movie. Charlize Theron's in this one. Of course, there she is right there. She looks good. I mean, like they do some like kind of like different color use with the film itself. As you can see, the kind of the blue, kind of they shoot some of it in blue, and then when they'll transition to like a more naturalistic color, and it's almost jarring with the way they got it done, not in a bad way, but you can tell, you can see they'll be shooting in this like cool, cold colors, and they'll go to like a scene where she'll go like move that and move, maybe she'll look in a mirror or something like that, and you'll see this more naturalistic color. Really good, really well done. Charlize Theron in nude and the Mummy, the girl from the Mummy. Yeah, so that's her. Spoiler alert. That's kind of her girlfriend in this film, and they do have a scene. I'm just saying, there's a scene that made me very happy. At least one scene that really, really, really made me happy. Just putting it out there. Just, saying it. Great movie. Spy thriller. A lot of people came off like it's just a super action-packed type of thing. When you get to watch the movie, you realize, not so much. It's cool. A lot of action, a lot of fun stuff. Real lot of fun stuff. Also grabbed Transformers last night. Again, it is a reference quality. You're never going to see Optimus Prime look this good in this bad of a movie ever. I mean, this is not a great movie. How long is this movie? This was a long movie, man. I mean, you could tell it too. 154 minutes. Okay? Now, it's not boring. It's not a boring movie. There's just some choices that are made within this film that boggle the mind. This girl, she's 13 or 14 years old, and she's kind of a little girl, but it's like they shoot her in a way like the same way they shoot like a Megan Fox in Transformers, and you don't want to see that. That's kind of creepy. Michael Bay, no, just don't do that. Don't, But she's really good. The actress is really good in this, and Mark Wahlberg is he's Mark Wahlberg, and my better half was he's cheesy fun, and there's no pretension about the way he does it. What? No. You got happening style Mark Wahlberg in this one here. Anthony Hopkins is in this movie. Again, excellent picture, excellent quality. You're going to see them look really good. They're setting up for some other movies. You can tell that they're setting up for a Bumblebee type of his own movie. They're going to give Bumblebee his own movie, and it was 50 something minutes. It was okay. It's not, that's one get it cheap, fun watch, but it's not a good movie. I'm not good. We can't say it's a good movie. It's not really a good movie. It's better than some of them. It's better than some of them. The last night part is totally baffling because that's in one scene. That the night scene I won't spoil who the last night is for you, but it's one scene. And it's used to kind of help Optimus Prime, and it's a catalyst, I guess, for helping save the world. But it's way underplayed. When you got the last night, and you got Knights of the Round Table, you got King Arthur, you got some decent bloody stuff at the beginning of this too. I mean, there's this King Arthur going against these bad guys, other guys, and he's waiting for Merlin. Merlin's this kind of this drunk, kind of not really a charlatan type of guy, but he knows the Transformer, man. So he's going to get the Transformer because that's his magic. That's what he does. That's his thing. And the Transformer, it's like Ghidorah. It's got dragon, three-headed dragon. Ghidorah. How do you say it? I say Ghidorah. Some people say Ghidorah. You say potato, I say potato. That type of thing. Anyway, it's a fun little film. Anyway, Kingsman, Secret Service, amazing picture quality. Insanely great. I love this film. I really do. Thought this film was fantastic. I enjoyed every bit of it. Again, look, there you go. That is her. That is the girl from The Mummy. I'm very enamored with this girl. She's a great actress, and she is sexy as hell. Really cool to see her in this. She plays this cool role, and you got this scene with Jack Davenport. I'm a big fan of Couplings. It's a series from the UK. Don't even think about the American remake. Don't. Just if you got that in your mind somewhere, you got to get surgery or something done. You get rid of that. Get rid of that Coupling. American remake. It's really, really bad. It's I got to do it. I get shock thing. Get that out of there. Anyway, Jack Davenport's got a small part in this. I really like it. And it's a good part though. It's an important part. Kingsman: Secret Service, great movie. Watched it today, and I didn't watch it alone. I watched it with another movie. What could I watch Kingsman: Secret Service with? Well, yeah, of course, Kingsman: Golden Circle. You know what? I really like this. This got like, I said, well, it's not as good as Kingsman, but Kingsman was a really good movie. So it just had to be up there. I didn't like a couple of decisions he made, and like, spoiler alerty thing here, a major character is taken out in this movie. There's a couple major characters taken out. But one in particular, I think, was a really, really bad decision. And I'm hoping that, like, if they do a third one, they find a way to bring this character back, even though it will look pretty definitive that this character is gone, isn't coming back, is an ex-character. But you never know. Kingsman, The Golden Circle. Really like this movie. Lots of action. Julianne Moore what made a cool, kind of crazy villain, just so out there. Statesmen were okay. I wasn't totally sold on them. I like the guy, I think it's Pedro Pascal, from Game of Thrones. You know, the guy that played, the guy that gets his head crushed by, spoiler alert, gets crushed by the mountain. That looked like he's going to be a big part of the series. Well, yeah, he's in this. Yeah, he's a big part in this, actually. So I saw this one in the drive-in, and I heard this was a fantastic print, and I wanted to see a great print of this because I saw it in the drive-in, so it's not IMAX quality or anything like that. When I saw it, it's a good quality, but near the end, like, it was really dark, like that the vulture scene, right? So I wanted to see this again. I want to see it in the best quality. I want to see if, like, is it really that dark, or can we actually see the fight at the end? Hopefully in this one we can. So Spider-Man Homecoming, again, a great film. I love this one. You know, some people are on the fence about it, but not me. I was like, this is exactly how I want to see Spider-Man. This is doing him right. Some people are like, what did he got to be in high school for? Well, because Spider-Man, when, it was Peter Parker, he was in high school, and that's when he was his most relatable. It was later on in the years that he became less relatable, less interesting. So if you're a Spider-Man comic book fan, you're not into, like, Homecoming. No, are you really? Are you sure you're a Spider-Man comic book fan? Are you totally sure? Because, maybe you're a One More Day fan. Or Brand New Day fan. There's two camps for that one, by the way. So if you're like a comic book fan, you totally got that kind of joke there. And if you didn't, I just sounded like a slightly pretentious jackass. So, well, either way, I like my comic books. We'll just go with that. I used to do comic books on my channel. So, next up, this was one that was considered reference quality. I really wanted to see this movie. I've kept away from seeing it because I knew that we were getting a 4K TV down the... Like, I didn't know we were going to get one as soon as we got one. But this one came out a bit. And I legit, like, a few times stopped myself from, like, picking up this movie. It's one I really wanted to pick up. Because I knew I wanted to see this one, like, in, like, theater type surroundings. I missed it in theater, so yeah. Anyway, Hacksaw Ridge. If you know the story, it's a true story. Fantastic. Andrew Garfield. Talking about Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man. He's in this. This is the star of this one. I cannot wait to actually, like, really, really dive into this one here. The best war film since Saving Private Ryan. You a Saving Private Ryan fan? I mean, it's okay. It's good. Like, obviously it's a great film, but this interested me more. Yeah, it's me. It's like, I just like the way it was done. I had to have this one. I cannot not have this. Jennifer Lawrence is an amazing actress, and she is a beautiful, beautiful lady. We'll see. We'll just say that. We'll stop there, so it doesn't sound too creepy. But she is a beautiful, beautiful lady, right? And I like Darren Aronofsky. You know what movie I've got in my hands here, right? I like Javier Bardem. I really want, like, see the movie like this. Mother. Don't you just love these slipcovers? Aren't they kind of cool and shiny and, like, slick and stuff like that? This is a divisive film. It's my style of film. I like these type of films. So really looking like just really diving into this, like, just going into this world and just, like, letting myself just soak it in. Oh, we're not done. I know you think we're done, but we're not done. There's more. It's cat vision. Here is Scaredy. This is my kitty cat. Normally always around. Just look. She's a cutie. He's a cutie. Oops, I can say she. I've got one female cat, which is upstairs. This is the one that's by my side most of the time. This is my faithful cat companion. Oh, see ya. Hey. So, what's left? Some really cool stuff. I'm just saying it right now. So first off, the box set. I want to get these movies. They're there separately, but it would have cost more to get them separately. But they had it as a 4K box set, so I'm like, yeah. So here we got the DCEU box set, the ones that are out right now. So we got, you see, first one, of course, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, got Wonder Woman, we got Suicide Squad. So let's look at up. Let's take him out for a second. Show you guys. I love these black cases, by the way. I really do. So Man of Steel's on here. Of course, this is a double dip for me because I got Man of Steel, the 3D edition. So it's nice to have this one in 3D and in 4K as well. Superman versus Batman. Batman vs. Superman, again, this is kind of another double dip, but I really want to have this one. I really want to have all the superhero movies in 4K. Wonder Woman I just bought, but the way I see it, it's like a free one because I got the Blu-ray of this one already, and I watched it. I got it for Christmas. Well, for Black Friday. I got it on Black Friday. I had no idea I was going to be getting like the 4K this soon. I did, but I love this cover too, man. Anyway, and of course, Suicide Squad. What pisses me off about this one is that I really want to see the extended version, Suicide Squad. See if it's any better than the theatrical version I saw, right? But the extended version is only on the Blu-ray disc. So the theatrical version is on the... So when I want to see the movie, the theatrical movie, fine, I can go watch my 4K. But all the rest of these here got the extended versions on their on the 4K disc. But for some reason, the Suicide Squad only has it on the Blu-ray disc. Hopefully that's something that's going to be rectified down the road. But I don't like the thought of having to rebuy it again. The only good thing about that is I got this box set for a decent price. So it's almost like Suicide and Wonder Woman were kind of like freebies, or kind of close to freebies, like really cheap ones anyway. Now, we're going to get to, for me, the gems of my collection, of my 4K collection right now, so far. Got a couple covered. So first off is Westworld. Love this show. Jonathan Nolan, the guy that, Christopher Nolan's brother, wrote, most of the scripts with Nolan that he's done, pretty much all of them, I think. And this shows, if you've never seen the show, it's freaking amazing. And this is the first TV series to avail of the 4K format, just to let you know. This is the first one. So this is the first 4K TV show that was put out, and it was put out well. Great series. Great to see in 4K. If you've ever seen Westworld, you know it's got to be a 4K type one. You know it's going to be one of those 4K type ones. Well, it'll look great in Blu-ray too. I mean, if you got a 4K TV, that upscales especially, you're still going to get a decent a Blu-ray picture. But 4K for this one, baby, it was a no-brainer for me, man. I really love this stuff. Next up, so this one's brand new, so I wasn't paying any discounted price for this one, just cost what it was, but I wanted it. So Dunkirk. So again, Nolan's latest film, and when I think about Nolan, he's like that Kubrick-style director. Every movie he's made so far, in my opinion, this is my opinion, has been fantastic. And it took me a while to get it. Some I think repeated watchings were needed for me to really get into it. For me, Tim Burton's Batman is still my favorite Batman. 1989 and Batman Returns, those are still my favorite Batman films. But I love the Burton Batman, the way they're done. The one thing I don't love about them is Christian Bale. That's my caveat there. It's getting past Christian Bale. But the more I see them, the more I like them. There's certain things that I find, and that's what I find with a lot of Dunkirk's movies, with a lot of Christopher Nolan's movies. That the more I see it, the more that I get out of it, the more that I can take out of it. It's starting to become a thing where I really kind of immerse myself into these films and really enjoy them. Dunkirk, again, fantastic film, but to have it in 4K, to see it and just see all those scenarios and the timelines and going back, it's fantastic. He did some experimentation with this here, of course, but he did it well. Just some great stuff. I really look forward to watching this again in 4K. This is supposed to be one of the best. It's supposed to be right up there with Planet Earth 2 as being that good, better than Revenant, really that good. Now, he wants to make the sound as close to theater as possible, so he's not going to Dolby Atmos it. He's not going to put it up. Like, Dolby Atmos will punch it up, man. It will definitely, you'll get that Dolby Atmos, like that boom, boom sound. Not on the Nolan ones, though. He's gone with a 5.1, like Master Audio, like kind of like a theater mix to make it as close to the theater ones as possible. He's not a guy that's like shooting on digital. He's like Tarantino, where he's doing, like, he's making his movies as pure as possible. He's keeping cinema out there, keeping cinema stock, literally keeping film stock going with the movies that he makes. But again, still fantastic stuff. He's just great, and the Nolans, gotta say it. Next up, grabbed Interstellar. Favorite one. This is a long movie. This is a beast of a film. 169 minutes long. So you're spending like you get your snacks ready and stuff like that. This is one that you'll be glad to be watching on your system at home, because it's a long movie, but that being said, it is gorgeous. The different planets and stuff. Incredible. So if you've never seen Interstellar, man, why haven't you seen Interstellar? You should really see Interstellar. It's like it is his version of, like, I call it his 2001. I really do. I think it's his version of I know it's not remaking. You know what I mean, right? Like Kubrick got his space one, his 2001 Space Odyssey. That's his space movie. That's his epic. That's his magnum opus for that type of genre. For Christopher Nolan, it's definitely Interstellar. It's really freaking good, man. Last but not least, so during, like, leading up to Boxing Day, there was one set that came out for one day on Amazon CA, went to $49, and I was like, I should get this. I should really get this, but I don't know what's going to be out there on Boxing Day. But this is really good. This is the set. This is the set. This is the set that everybody. These movies are the ones everybody wants. These films. People want these films, and it's $49. But anyway, when I went and looked back at it, got my credit card out, said, "Yeah, I think maybe I'll do it. I'm going to go for it. What the heck?" And I got there, Hitler mustache. No, and I got there, and it was like, it was so out of stock, and I'm like, I can still get it, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. Okay, I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to pay the extra money. I'm going to see if it's there on Boxing Day. Then I started watching videos about people doing hunting for, like, this box set and, like, a bunch of these other, like, films, these Nolan films. You're probably going to guess what it is by now. Anyway, so people are looking for them, and they're not anywhere. People aren't finding these movies. People can't find Inception. People can't find Prestige. People can't find these box sets. And if they do, they're going to the store and there's like 1 or 2 copies there. That's it. That's it. And I'm like thinking, I live in an area, a smaller area, and it's like 40 minutes in to like, it's a one big, like, wouldn't say big, but like the bigger area with the more accessible stuff, right? One Best Buy. It's a small Best Buy. I know this thing's not showing up at Walmart. It doesn't show up at Walmart. No chance. Though I had to go to Walmart to get Interstellar because they didn't. That actually sold out at Best Buy. And I said, "There's no way in hell I'm going to get this movie now before sometime like early next year or whatever." But I'd put like money aside, gift card aside. One gift card like took care of that superhero box set, and the other one I had put aside. Said, "Okay, if I can find this movie, if I can be lucky enough, even I can find the 3 of them, like on their own." Like some people bought the 3 of them on their own, just get slips, the slip covers. I want the movies. I'm not going to stand here and stare at the slips all day. I'm going to stare at the movies. And if the slips are there, yeah, I'll get slips. But no, I wanted the set. I really, really wanted the set. It was my holy grail of 4K releases to pick up. I had to have this, and I was so disappointed when I went online, and I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it anywhere. I went to bestbuy.ca. You know what it showed me? I wrote in Christopher Nolan's name. Dunkirk. That was it. I wrote in the movie's name. Nothing. I wrote in other movies' names. Usually came back to Dunkirk. Didn't see it. Didn't show up anywhere. Then I went to Walmart. It showed there, but didn't show us in stock. And they said there might be some online. Walmart was a tricky site. It doesn't tell you if it's totally in stock or not. At least didn't in mine, unless I'd read it wrong. But it didn't. Anyway, it didn't look like it was in stock. So I was like, "There's no chance in hell I'm gonna find this movie. No way. Nope. Not going to find it. Not going to find this set. If I can find one of them, get the other ones down the road. No matter which one. I'll get them down the road, right? I'll get them. I'll catch them. Got to catch them all. Anyway. The Dark Knight trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy on beautiful 4K. Christopher Nolan's superhero epic. It's like one big movie, really, when you think about it. Perfect? No. Best way to have this? Hell yes. The Blu-rays are good, but there were some flaws at the time. And some of them at first were considered pretty great. I think The Dark Knight was considered fairly decent quality on the Blu-ray. You'll see some places like Blu.com, they give it a really good rating. And retrograde, when you go back and look at it, it's not as perfect as as you want it to be. I'm just getting all 4K snobby on you here too, but yeah. Tons of special features. It's not like I don't have these movies. I got that big, the big white set with the and all the little figurines and stuff. I got that, but had to have this. Had to have this. And you want to see the cases? You want to see what they look like? Let's do that. Let's go there. So, God, my wife's gone. We got So we got Batman Begins. This is the first one. Now, this one will not look as good as the other two. Just, the way it was filmed, the way it was done. It's not going to have the quality that the other two have, but it will definitely, it's definitely an upgrade from the Blu-ray. Definite upgrade from the Blu-ray. I mean, not as startling as say, The Dark Knight will be, but still amazingly startling. Great stuff. So you get the Blu-ray. By the way, all these here have the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital as well. Some people just take the digital, they sell the digital, make some money back in their sets to get them that way. That way they spent less money on their sets. A lot of people will go out and buy the Dark Knight set, then they'll take the digital codes for the movies, sell them for $10 or something like that. Bam, price down by $10. Look at this. Look at this, man. The Dark Knight. I love these covers, by the way. And of course, The Dark Knight Rises. Now this one looks the best, of course. It was the newest. It was the newest done one. It's got the most IMAX scenes in there. Christopher Nolan does like his IMAX, by the way. Just saying, just putting it out there. It's a thing. He likes his IMAX. His IMAX is good. So there you go, guys. I fluked upon the Dark Knight trilogy at Best Buy. I cannot believe that I got this movie. I cannot believe it, but I got it. And this was the one I wanted. This was what... If I had come back and I got everything else, I would have been like, man, that's fantastic. But I wish I would have got the Dark Knight trilogy. I think the fact it was on for such a good price originally, too, and I missed out on that, out of my own stupid fault, it just made me think, I need that. I just need this set. I've got the 4K system. I really want to utilize. I want to see. I knew I was going to get Dunkirk. I knew it. I knew I wanted to get any Nolan ones that I saw. I'm a big Nolan fan. So any Nolan ones that I could find, I knew I was going to get. I knew I was going to grab those. I had to grab Interstellar. I got Dunkirk when I went to Best Buy. Grabbed this here Dark Knight trilogy set. There was two of these. There was another one. I was amazed. So we live in a smaller area. Maybe that's why. But anybody that was looking for it, man, in Sydney they had the Dark Knight trilogy on 4K. So there you go. So we got that. just to show you like a couple of the biggies here again. Interstellar, Dunkirk. Yeah. Dunkirk was one of the first things I picked up. Interstellar, had to grab it. I had to. Nolan on 4K, guys. It's a no-brainer. If you got a 4K system, you got to get yourself some Nolan. Because basically, one of the greatest filmmakers going right now. And without a doubt, I mean, he's Kubricking this whole thing. He's getting this a major, massive amount of control in the films that he does. He's well regarded, much in the way that Kubrick was. He takes chances and does different things. He works with. You can take a movie that you think is going to be like that could be an okay movie, or that could be a so-so movie with a competent director, and he just adds something. He does something special, and bam, you're watching this epic film, whether it's Interstellar or Dunkirk, or you're watching The Prestige. A lot of people they're not sure on The Prestige. I like The Prestige. It had to go the way it went. It had to go. It was getting there. That ending, it was leading to that. He tells a story and he tells it well. You know what I like to see? I love to see Chris Nolan do a horror. I mean, like a horror story. And I would love to see his kind of Clockwork Orangey type of movie. I like to see that. That's something I'd really like to see. I know he does a lot of film noir stuff because much like me, because me and Chris Nolan we're so close like that. Much like me, he likes film noirs, and it's kind of it's his big thing. If you watch the Batman movies, you know that film noir is a strong, heavy influence on those films. And I love much Memento, Insomnia, stuff like that. Have a lot of that kind of influence. I would love to see him tackle a horror. I love to see him deal and give us update the giallo genre for us. Give us a really good giallo from Nolan. I'd love to see that with the visuals that he used. Inception, man. I need Inception. That is such a good movie. Here, guys, what is your favorite Christopher Nolan film? The dude hasn't made a lot of films, but in my opinion, everyone he's made so far I really liked. So, what is your favorite Nolan film? Which one do you like best? Is it Dunkirk? Did you like was Interstellar your jam? Was it Inception? Were you like me and you like the Dark Knight movie a lot? A lot of people think that's one of his best. Well, I was not a fan of the Dark Knight when I originally saw it because my Batman, my Joker were the '89 ones, and I loved what was going on in the film. I loved the characters, but hey Kitty, I love you too. But it took me, and especially Christian Bale, it took me out of a lot. That, and I had a bad experience online with some of those forum sites. There was a lot of people there, and I grew up with the 1989 Batman, and there are these newcomers would come in there and they'd say, they'd talk about how fantastic, The Dark Knight was. Greatest Batman film ever, blah, 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 blah. But they couldn't leave it at that. Nope. They had to diss. They couldn't let it go. They had to diss the 89 Batman. So, which meant lots of, online fights for me in those days of forums. Now, if I'd known then how easy it would be to end these fights with this one little fact is that Christopher Nolan himself, just like me, completely enamored with the Tim Burton Batmans, especially the 1989 one. There would have been no Dark Knight trilogy if Christopher Nolan had not seen those Tim Burton Batmans. He's a big fan. So, all those people that were touting the Dark Knight on those forum sites and making fun of the 89 Batman would not have been, let's just say Christopher Nolan would not have liked them very well in person. They would not be his favorite people. And I grew more respect for him when I found that out, by the way. Because like me, man, he grew up with these films. These near and dear to his heart. And I got a better love. I mean, I rewatched the films as soon as I found that out, And it's weird the way certain experiences, you get certain experiences, certain things will bring out make you take another chance, make you take another look. And for me, that's when I found that out. It was oh man. So people online made me stay away, and I have a certain hatred for the Dark Knight movies when they originally came, the first two, and when they originally came out, and it was around the time I think that when after the Dark Knight, I think Dark Knight Rises was being made, came out that I started to like read up more on, like, because I was amazed by Nolan's career, but I'd steered like I'd had the films, I had them in different versions, but I was like that old guy on the porch, get off my lawn, that ain't my Joker. No, it ain't my Joker. Batman is talking way too gravelly. I don't like the way that Batman's talking. Right? Do you like it? What do you think, Kit Kat? Yeah, I know. I know. Anyhow, if you didn't know I had a cat there, I always seem like totally batshit crazy when I do that. Yes, Harvey. You're not Harvey. You're Scaredy. But yeah, Westworld, very first 4K series. Thank God. And you're like, you buy a series, right? And you're wondering, like, how is this going to be in 4K? And you're like, well, it's a really good show. I'll buy it. I don't have it. And you're like, but I don't want to do the. I got like The Wire, and I got like, I don't have Deadwood. I gotta get Deadwood. I think I got like. Do I have Deadwood? I got a season of Deadwood, right? I don't have the whole thing. I don't think I got all Deadwood. I really should. I really like Deadwood actually. But apparently, it's reading a review. Guy said, I'll go from here for Westworld and stuff like that, but I don't want, it's not going to amaze me enough. Like, I'm not going to want to get the other stuff in 4K. I don't care about seeing like The Wire or like Deadwood in 4K. And he watched Westworld and he's like, I want Deadwood in 4K. I'll buy it for a third time. He bought like on DVD and he bought it on Blu-ray. And the reviewer's like, no, if it's going to look like this, if it's going to be this good, if they can do this to Deadwood was one of his favorites, and do it to Deadwood too. Anyway, this is a favorite show of mine. I don't think the Game of Thrones ones are in 4K, are they? No. I only got like the first like season or two of Game of Thrones, and I watched the rest of it on HBO when it was on. But yeah, oh man, can you imagine that? Like those dragons, those like the White Walkers and stuff. Yeah. Ooh, I'm salivating right now. Anyway, look, I totally jumped on the bandwagon. I totally went 4K. You're going to get a lot of 4K reviews and updates and stuff that in the near future. Now, I spent a lot of money on these, so not too many coming up in the near future. I do have a couple more coming. I got two coming right now. I got one pre-ordered, which hopefully will go through. So I want to, there's 3 more 4Ks coming to my collection. And we'll look at those. One of them is considered one of the great like 4K transfers of all time. And it's not The Revenant. And I won't tell you what it is. It's an actiony one. It's an actiony one. It does look good in 4K. Anyway, there you go, guys. I know some of you guys there are like, should you go 4K? Should you do it? You got all these Blu-rays and all these DVDs. I still love my Blu-rays. I still love my DVDs. I would not go back. Look what I got here. Do you really think I'm going to replace everything that I got in 4K? No. No. Now, certain movies that I really like, that if they came with a great 4K transfer, like to see the movies like they're seen like directly in the theater again, yeah, I'll upgrade some, but not everything, not even close to it. That being said, going forward, if there's a movie that I really want to see, and it's a movie that I know has a great 4K transfer, and I miss seeing it in theater, yeah, I'm going to grab the 4K over the Blu-ray. If something I want to say. Now, like for instance, I wanted to see, I knew that Baywatch was going to be like cheesy fun, right? So I did not need to get Baywatch in 4K. I'm sure it looks great in 4K. But I bought the Blu-ray. I just grabbed the Blu-ray along when I grabbed Interstellar. I grabbed Interstellar and I grabbed Baywatch. Unique combination of films. Baywatch, it's just cheesy fun. I mean, I had fun with the film. I really did. So I grabbed that. Then I went over to my shoppers and I grabbed my media remote. Came home last 2 days. Been watching movies like crazy. Watched Baywatch, looked great upscaled on Blu-ray. and watch like 5 4K films. So there you go. It's been a 4K Christmas. I've had a Mono Macabre Christmas. I've had a 4K Christmas. I've had a Mono Macabre Christmas. I got a 4K Christmas. I got a 4K like Boxing Day. There you go, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed making this for you, and thanks for coming into my movie room with me tonight. Me and Scaredy really appreciated you guys like showing up. Hope you guys had a drink, maybe had some tea. It's been a long video, but thanks, guys. Hopefully, I'll get some people sometime. I'll join me down here, and I can do some videos. I got another chair there. It's all on its own. It's all by itself. Talk to some people. My kids in or my dad in or something like that. Maybe we can shoot some videos down here. Some podcasting style videos, some longer ones. I got my my phone, iPhone 8 for making the videos. Making the videos for out and abouts. Let me show you one thing before I go. Just in case you're not on my my Instagram, which why aren't you on my Instagram? I got a decent Instagram. Stop making fun of my Instagram. So, young me. Ready for this? Yeah, see that kid in the middle there with that super white shirt? I love that shirt, by the way. It was one of my favorite shirts. That's me. I think I've changed. Scary, huh? Yeah. A little bit, just a little bit. More of a beard. Oh, you're cuddling with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, holidays, Hanukkah, Boxing Day, whatever you celebrate. Winter solstice, Boxing Day, whatever. And guys, New Year's coming up. Happy New Year, 2018. It's the year of like Criterion's classics in 4K. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great evening. And for me right now, it's super late. I'm going to like watch one thing before I go to bed, which is probably going to be an episode of Westworld. And then it's off to Snooze City. But you know what else I'm going to do? Because my throat's dry. We've been talking for a long time here. So it's time for tea.